morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name is Sir Meerkat, and welcome back to the Moto Meerkat channel. Now, I haven't filmed an episode of the ChatterBox podcast in a while, and I'm super happy to be bringing another one to the channel today. Obviously, last episode, we had my father on. I hope you really enjoyed listening to him talking about his motor racing years, some people he's raced against, some big crashes he's had. If you haven't seen that, make sure to go and check it out on the channel. But today, I've got someone who is a slightly different man, a slightly younger man, and probably someone who can use a computer a little bit better than my dad can. And to be honest, me as well. We've had a lot of issues with the audio and the video and the internet and pretty much everything that you can with the podcast today. So it's not been going very well, but I'm super happy to introduce Emil, or as some of you will mostly know him, Sim Dane. How are you doing today, mate?
I'm great, man. Thanks. What about you?
Yeah, mate, I'm really good. I'm really good. Super happy to have you on. And that's probably, you haven't really said your name a lot online. A lot of people do know you as Sim Dane and not Emil. Is it Emil or Emil, or am I pronouncing it right?
It's just whatever you feel like. It's like a Danish name, so
right.
Internationally it'll sound a lot different. But
Yes.
Emil, that's cool.
Emil.
That's cool.
Okay, Emil. I will go with that. But yeah, as you're saying, a Danish name, hence the Sim Dane. I was going to ask you how you came up with that name, but I guess it's kind of self-explanatory, Sim and Dane. But was there any particular thing where you thought that's it? That's the name I'm going to choose. That's the one I want. What was the thought process of that?
Like the whole name process was actually a lot different from what it is now. Like it started out as Sim Shady because I feel like I was rapping.
I like that.
And yeah, then my parents told me that I probably shouldn't be leeching off of Eminem's alter ego, and he'd probably come after me if I made any money off of it sometime in the future. Yeah. So I was like, well, oh my God, what am I gonna do? So I had to find something similar, and like the closest thing which worked would be Sim Dane. Plus it was fitting because, of course, Dane. But the whole Sim thing comes from Sim Shady.
Ah, okay. So it's nothing to do with sim racing at all. It's just sort of a happy coincidence, is it?
Yeah, like a bit, because actually in the beginning my plan was like, I love sim racing, so the plan was like to make this channel and like have rap music and then, or singing or whatever, just music in general, which is like the shady thing, and then in the future I was like, and then I'm gonna do some sim racing on there and whatever, but it's pretty much just become the music thing, right?
Yeah, that's the sort of side that's really blown up. But yeah, it
should be Sing Dane actually.
It should be, mate. It should be. But yeah, with the Sim Dane, a lot of people probably wouldn't have. I mean, when I would hear Dane, my mind wouldn't initially go to Danish unless I'd looked into it more in depth and realized that you are in fact Danish. A lot of people might assume that you're Polish. And I think you can probably guess why. You simp Robert Kubica pretty hard online. Obviously, the first video on your channel on December the 12th, 2018 was Rob Kubica, The Comeback, featuring Rosberg, but Rosberg has dollar signs instead of the S's. An incredible name. And also, calling him Rob Kubica, you're on first name basis with Mr. Kubica already. You must have been, you must already be very talented and very well known for him to be a first name basis, mate.
Like yeah, man, all credit to the whole existence of the channel goes to Robert Kubica. I owe him a lot. You owe him a lot,
but he doesn't even know about it.
Maybe he does.
He might do now.
Like maybe some people in the paddock have just like trolled him, just been like, "Yo, man, is this you on this rap track?" And just showed him some video. But I don't know. He seems like he has a sense of humor. He would probably not take it to heart. Yeah. But yeah, man, like the whole beginning of the channel is just me doing Robert Kubica impressions and singing as him, like the big grid troll, just him dissing, just making fun of everyone. Like, actually, if he took it personal, there'd be a lot to take personal, you know?
Yeah. He's sort of got to take it as a joke, or he's really going to be like crying in the corner.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, to be fair, I've seen some videos of him in the paddock with some other guys, and he does seem like he's like pretty banterous. So I reckon that he would take it as a joke, and he would like them, and he would
I
find
know.
them funny. But yeah, I'll ask more about some other Formula One drivers and that sort of area a bit later. But yeah, we'll carry on with your simping of Robert Kubica, since it is kind of what your channel's built on. Where did your love for Mr. Robert Kubica come about? Was there a specific moment? Have you like watched motorsport as a kid and you were like, oh, Robert, he's the bloke, he's the man? Or was it just what's the reason, mate? What's the reason?
Actually, like it in the beginning, like the very beginning of the channel, I didn't have a particular relationship to or with Robert. It was just like I saw, actually it started in a Facebook group called Trollmula One, where there was like this meme with Robert Kubica as a rapper, and then there was like a whole album cover with a bunch of songs. And it was,
I think I might have seen that.
Yeah, like it went so viral, like it was everywhere, and it was like the most liked post I'd seen in there. And I was like, yeah, man, I'm a musician. I could probably make the first song and just post it in a comment, and I did. And that's like where it started. And then I was just like, yeah, man, this seems fun, and I just kept it going as Robert Kubica, because that's what people loved,
Yeah, so people just saw that album cover, just thought I could actually make the songs that they put there out of. Obviously, they were taking the piss a bit, and you thought, why not make it a real thing? And I guess people really liked it, really warmed to it, and then didn't look back from there.
And then the second song, that was the second one I did, which was Daddy's Cash, and
that's the one that always gets stuck in my head. Always, like I'll just be walking around, and I'll just be singing it in my head like over and over and over again. I think your songs are a lot like that, very catchy, very get stuck in your head, and you just can't resist but playing it again.
And that's great to hear. That's like a good feature. As a musician, you love to hear that.
Exactly, and the fact of like in a Formula One world, there isn't really anything music based, really, is there? I guess we've got the Formula One theme tune, and I'm sure someone must have remixed Lights Out and Away We Go or something. There's definitely some music aspect to that, but
of course,
there's never actually been someone who started a YouTube channel and then their main sort of content that they want to make is music based. I think that's really cool that you've put a different spin on the content community that is in Formula One. So, mate, that's sick. That's sick. And as well as your songs being super catchy, get stuck in people's head a lot. And so many people, I'll just be on random corners of the internet and I'll see someone just mouthing out your song and saying the lyrics and stuff. And I'll be like, why are you here? Who are you? But obviously, it's lovely to see your fans all over the internet. I hope they do enjoy this interview as well. But yeah, for the pretending to be Kubica bit, what made you, because a lot of the first songs were you being Kubica, rapping about different things like Daddy's Cash, taking the piss out of Stroll. We love to see it. What made you sort of stop doing that? You started doing pretending to be other characters, and then also once now it's just sort of yourself. Is that sort of more of you didn't want to slander Robert's name at all, or why did you decide to sort of change it up a little bit and not continue just pretending to be Kubica?
So I suppose it came like naturally, because I was like Robert for like so long. I was the whole of last year. I did like race reviews and like quali reviews, which were also songs. And I think there were probably 1 or 2 songs, like the whole first 8-9 months of the channel, that were not Robert Kubica.
Right.
And it was like it was even longer. It was like over a year. The whole channel was just basically only Robert Kubica. And like at a certain point, I had made like 45 plus songs being Robert Kubica. So, and some of the comments were just like, could you just move away from Kubica a bit?
Overdoing it a little.
It was only Kubica. And like on YouTube demographics, like at the very height of it, I think my subscribers were like 80% Polish, so it was just basically Kubica fans.
You're the official, like, how there's Arsenal. You might not know. There's a channel called Arsenal Fan TV in the UK, which has some mental characters on it. You could have been like Kubica Fan TV, just interviewing like all these Polish people.
Nice.
But get it away from the Polish, open it up to a more worldwide stage, and there you go. You've got lots of new songs, and mate, they've all done super well. So that's cool that you started off with that. But actually, obviously, you said about you saw this Facebook post, and that made you decide to make this song of it. Did it immediately sort of pick up traction with the Robert Kubitzer stuff, or was it just a small Polish following of just, can you make more of these?
So yeah, actually, like the beginning, the first video, the comeback video, it got like in the first 2 days, 3 days or so, it had like 15,000 views, and that was mental because it was like the first video I ever made, you know. And I followed it up with Daddy's Cash, and as soon as I dropped Daddy's Cash, I just went and responded to every comment on the comeback, and like was like, "Thank you so much. You could also check out this new Daddy's Cash song."
Yeah.
And like, in a very short time, I'd commented so much on the video, so YouTube took down the channel for spam accusations. And like, I was just like, no, what? This whole thing I just built up. Like,
you self-promoted so hard on your own channel.
Yes,
your own channel.
it was so bad. It's terrible. And I was just like, no, I lost the whole thing. And you know, of course, people were already hyping up the Daddy's Cash song. And then like, as soon as the channel got taken down, I just saw it appear on a few other YouTube channels, and like, I just knew, oh my god, this is too late.
No,
the video is gonna go viral from somewhere else.
Oh.
But then like, after a few days, I was like, yeah, okay, I'll continue. Screw it. And then I went and uploaded the 2 videos on a new channel,
right,
with the same name and the same everything.
Yeah.
And of course, it went a lot slower there. I just had a few thousand views.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Then I just kept going. Just did the Kubitzer songs, and in the beginning they were all original compositions. Like the first 30 videos or so were just only original compositions, no remixes, no covers, no nothing. It was just me doing my trolling music. Just, you know, like, I'm a musician, like a serious musician as well. But I've always loved just doing music for fun, just like trolling music, just silly stuff. My brother's a musician too. We've done so much silly stuff. My best friend is a musician too. We just do so many stupid things. Yeah. So in the beginning, it was just that, you know, it's just me having fun behind the microphone and with the beats and everything, just trolling, just making fun, you know.
Yeah. I think that shows that you're like genuinely. You're not just making it sort of for the banter of the F1 stuff. You are genuinely interested in being a musician as well. So yes, I think you're doing the whole, not just doing sort of a remix for a thing of, oh, I recognize that song and I recognize that driver, so that gets the clicks. You actually we're making compositions yourself and doing all that yourself. And your videos, I can imagine, take a hell of a lot of time as well, especially when you're composing the music for yourself as well. But yeah, you were saying you've always been into music, you've always been making music with that since you were a kid. Is that sort of just being more of the rapping side, or is that singing as well, a bit of both?
Like a bit of everything, honestly. It started with piano, classical piano. My mom had me play the piano from when I was a kid, and I played it up until sometime late in what's it called, primary school.
Yeah.
And I started singing a bit more, and then I caught interest in rap, and like, I was a really big Eminem fan. Yeah. And I just started writing lyrics in English, actually, even though it's not my first language. And I kept that going for a while, and then after elementary, I went to boarding school and really started taking the whole rapping, music, producing. Even I had an iPad at the time, so I used GarageBand and made beats on there, and would record my terrible verses too. Yeah. But I started doing more of that. But at the boarding school, there was a choir as well, so I learned singing in choir, and I started taking singing lessons, and I even played the guitar and bass. So that's really where it just, like, the whole thing just sort of expanded to more instruments. And then musical high school, and I played a bunch of different instruments. I got a lot better at producing, and like, the whole thing, you know, it just opened up from there. Like, now I play a bunch of different instruments and do so much different music, you know, and I sing more than I rap. I used to just only rap, but I really started appreciating singing more, and also like the whole layering of vocals, like the whole choir thing. I think I also got from the boarding school. Yeah. So there's like a bunch of different aspects musically that I enjoy.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's like super useful for your channel as well, if you're sort of
Yes,
open to
man.
trying all these new things and adding all these new different things. So do you reckon we'll see more singing along with the rapping in future videos, maybe?
Yeah, man. Like there'll be so many different things, and like I also like experimenting. Like I at the moment I do many remixes and covers, or at least for the race reviews.
Yeah.
And like I actually really enjoy, like, if I just have a wacky idea when I'm just singing like the main vocal and there's not like a layered vocal or anything in the original. I'm just like, but why isn't there? And I'll just sing some wacky stuff, just be like,
Nice.
in the background, and then I don't know, layer it with another voice on top of that, and then I'll put it like in as I'll stereo pan it and just make it sound wide, and I'll be like, yeah, we'll go for that, and just experiment a bunch.
Nice.
Just keep that going, and
Yeah,
and
I mean,
also like if like
sorry, Karen.
for the
Karen,
singing,
you
like just just weird touches everywhere. I really do love experimenting with the music, man.
Yeah, no, that's nice. Experimenting is always the best way. Like trial and error is the best way to find out what works and what doesn't, and then just see what sticks. Man. But yeah, you were saying with Eminem was probably your because I was going to ask. You do a lot of rapping. You must have a favorite rapper. Eminem's that one for you, then, is it?
Yeah, man. Like he used to be.
Used to be. Oh, ooh.
Like
that's a bit of shade on Slim Shady there. Sim Shady is shading on Slim Shady.
I mean, that like I feel there's so many different rappers that I really enjoy. I have like a top 4 of my favorites, and like at the moment my favorite is Kanye West. And,
are we talking like the new stuff he's releasing or older stuff?
All the stuff, basically. I really listen to the older stuff a lot. I listen to the new stuff a lot. I listen to, like, there's so many unreleased Kanye on YouTube that you can go and listen to. Like, I'm just, all of Kanye's work I think is very admirable, because like he's really done like he's been able to renew himself a lot better than I think Eminem has. And
yeah, definitely.
And that's why I'm really fond of him lately. But also there's this guy Joyner Lucas, you probably know him.
I've not heard his name.
All right, well he was on. He once did a song called "I'm Not Racist," which went pretty viral.
Yes,
yeah,
I have heard
seen that.
Yes,
but yeah, I like I'm really fond of him because like he was just a small rapper back in like 2014, 15, and then just out of somewhere, some tiny hip hop group, I found his mixtape and bought it. Right. And like I liked it from back then, and now he's become like a major rapper. So I'm really, he's like a big inspiration as well, because I've seen him grow a lot, like, from the very beginning. So he'll be in my top 4, and then Yellow Wolf. I don't know if you know him.
No,
he's like a southern rapper from Alabama.
Oh right, okay.
Like, and it's very different, but like he has a very I think he's very good at like mixing singing and rapping and guitar. Like it's pretty guitar based, the whole thing. So
yeah, I guess that sort of adds in with your whole thing of being into all different types of like rap. You can bring in all those different sort of aspects into your music as well. So I guess that helps with the work that you're doing as well.
Yeah, exactly, man. So yeah, I'm really fond of him. Yeah, nice. And like those 4 are like my top 4 at the moment.
Yeah, that's dope.
But I've also listened so much to Kendrick and J. Cole.
Yeah,
those 2 are also in my...
The classics, the classics. I'm I really enjoy like the old Kanye stuff and stuff like that, like Biggie, Tupac, that kind of rap. I'm also really into the
and Biggie,
new style stuff.
Biggie as well, and Tupac.
Yeah, sure, legends. And then like the new style stuff, so sort of like Travis Scott, AJ Tracy, that kind of stuff. What's your opinion on that?
Yeah, man. Like I really do love. I do like Travis a lot. I think this whole like lit vibe is just like, it's so critiqued, and it doesn't deserve to be so, because like it's like a whole new genre of music, and it's like not often that we see that in today's music. Like there are so many different types of music that you'd think that we'd kind of explored them all. But I really respect that it's a new type of music.
Yeah, exactly.
And like there's this whole there's like this very trap kind of stuff that Travis does, and then there's also like a trap wave kind of genre that I'm also really fond of. There's this guy Black with a 6 instead of a B. You know that?
Right. Okay.
Like he does that, and he's also one of my favorite artists at the moment. But nice. Yeah, man, this whole trap thing I'm quite fond of.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, everyone's getting a little insight into Sim Dame's sort of music library there. There you go. What you
Yeah,
listen to
man.
on the slide. But yeah, that's
Huh?
cool, dude. That's cool. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
So let's get back onto more of your channel, less about rapping and more about your successes. We were talking about earlier about how you had the 2 videos that did relatively well, then you somehow managed to shut down your own channel, which I don't know how anyone's ever done that before, but props to you.
I did.
I
had to try it. I took one for the team.
Fair play. Fair play. You but the team was you.
No, for the team, for the YouTube team, for you.
Okay, yeah.
For you and for everyone else.
Thank you.
You know what not to do. Don't do that.
Don't do that. Anyone out there trying to get big, don't do that. So yeah, you lost those videos. You got them back on your other channel, and then was it sort of more a slow incline into sort of notoriety, or was there one video where that one just went zooming up in views, and then your channel just followed suit?
Oh man, that was like a mix. You know, it was like a very, very slow climb, like for 8 months or so, like from December and all the way until I think the 5th of October. I had just released videos with like moderate success, and like the most viewed ones had like 6.5 thousand views, and I was like so stoked on those. But then all of a sudden, it was like round 2 of the climb came when I dropped the notorious Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yes.
Where that one, and that kind of just kind of took off, and from there, like the videos started getting a lot more attention. The ones I did.
Was there like a specific moment at all where it suddenly like started to pick up, and you were like, "Oh shit, this is actually doing quite well here"?
Yeah, like right off the bat, man. Like I released Bohemian Rhapsody or Rhapsody, and it was like 2 days after. I hadn't even really looked at my channel. I was in the car, and one of my friends was like, "Yo, dude, your video is at like 90K now," and I'm just like, "No way, no freaking way!" I was just going crazy in the car.
90K, and you didn't even know.
I didn't even know. I didn't really know. It's just
mad.
The whole thing just took off, and like I had so many new subscribers come in, and you know I just immediately went to work. I was like, yeah, I have to follow this up. I just have to follow this up right away, and I just started asking my little brother and my mom, like, are there any song names that go with Robert or Rob or Coop? And like my little brother, he came up with Rob Star, you know, the rock star song from Post Malone. Yeah. And I really liked that song. Actually, I did a remix of it before.
That's a good one.
Like a rap remix where I just threw a rap verse on it. So I kind of had experience with that song, and then, you know, I was just like, yeah, I'll do that. And then it'll be instead of 21 Savage, it'd be 44 Lewis, who would be the feature. Like,
nice.
And it was just so fitting. You know, he was like, you know, he's like I think he's like probably the most pop culture F1 racer, and you know 21 Savage is pretty pop culture as well, so it's like yeah man, I'll auto-tune that guy and 44 Lewis, and then Robert will be just screaming in the chorus just as Robert does, whereas I've made him do
your Robert character that you've made.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah man, then the ideas just kept coming, you know. And then the next one, I don't know if it was the next one or the one after, but Smooth Roberator, just like with the Rob as well.
Yeah. Just what's the worst Rob pun that you can come up with, basically, is what your channel's revolving around now.
Yep, exactly. And I tried saying it in the songs as well, and like, and even I did the lose your seat, like, because Robert
I like that one.
And then it was like you lose yourself.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was so wacky. Like there's this, it's like so prominent the way he says opportunity. So I was just like, yeah, this opportunity came once in your lifetime. Yeah, basically. The whole thing was just bad Robert puns. Yeah. Honestly.
That's what comes with being a rapper, I guess, in the 21st century. Yeah, is just terrible YouTube puns.
But then, like that comes from my freestyle or from my raw rapping days, because I really had I was pretty old school oriented. I basically only listened to old school, like New York rap. Like if anyone knows the rap group Onyx, I was so fond of them. But it's like pretty hard gangster rap, and like my whole lyrics side of things just revolved around like making the cleverest punchlines. And like I just tried like thinking up so many ideas, and I was like, how could this work? And like even the word punchline I used, like I think I had a line, and the whole thing just started getting wacky, like out of hand. The bar started getting so corny and so forced because it just had to have like a second meaning to it. It's like you're waiting for my spirit, like a punchline, as if I had like fans waiting for my spirit, my inner spirit to come out, but also like if you're waiting for punch, you're in a line for punch at a party, it's like that. So I had a lot of those, and I think that's where the whole Rappertunity, Smooth Rapperator, Rap Star, all that just came from,
The lyricism knows no bounds for Sim Dane.
Yeah, man.
Wow. Yeah, I'm excited to hear many of those in the future. I bet you're going to go over 100K now. The channel's going to get to a point where you're going to need to employ someone, and you're going to have like pun coordinator on the Sim Dane channel as your job title.
Yeah, man.
Sell it off.
Yeah, man, I'll hire Robert Kubica. He'll know the bet.
There you go.
Yeah, man.
That's his. He comes out of F1. No one knows what he's going to do. He joins up with the Sim Dane channel.
And like, bro, there's like a channel like at one of the last like I had a whole run where I did literally nothing but Robert videos until I dropped a Gunza Steiner video.
Yep.
And like one of the most liked comments I've ever had on my channel was, I think this channel is secretly run by Robert Kubica. It's just the most liked comment of them all. And people just start speculating like, yeah, man, no way he hasn't seen this and blah, blah, blah. But I'd happily confirm that if it was true.
Yeah.
But I'm going to try and make it a reality. Just employ Robert.
You've got, someday, you've got to get him on as like an actual feature on the rap.
Yes, man.
That's got to be the goal.
Exactly. Even no matter the cost. Like I'm gonna save up for this. Like even his sponsors, everybody would just require crazy amounts of money. I'll do a fundraiser. Getting Robert Kubica to Spidiverse. Would it be worth it?
GoFundMe. Get me over to Poland. Get in a booth with Mr. Robert Kubica. Mate, that'd be sick.
Get in the booth.
Just going bar for bar with Robert. That'd be sick.
Oh shit! A rap battle. Robert versus Robert. Oh shit!
Robert versus fake Robert, which is better. But yeah, it would be sick to see you and Robert together in real life at some point. But you've already had some sort of, what would be the words used, goings on with other Formula One drivers. Obviously, the most well known is Mr. Lando Norris watching your song on stream. Do you remember like when you found out about that happen? I'm assuming it was live, wasn't it? And you didn't see it live, did you? I wouldn't have thought so anyway.
No, I didn't see it live.
No.
But yeah, it was live. And I had like, I think that was like a week after I launched my Instagram. And like, it didn't really have a lot of followers in the beginning. But then like out of nowhere, I had like a pretty large amount of new followers come in. And then it was like 30 DMs at once just telling me, Lando watched your vid. Lando watched your vid. And I think I was out playing tennis. It was right in the beginning of, and I never played tennis. It was in the beginning of the lockdown.
Right.
And, I was just so bored. I was with my ex and we had nothing to do. So we went and played tennis at the local closed tennis court.
Uh-huh.
And it was like, I got in the car and I saw all these comments. I couldn't believe it, man. And we went for a drive. Sometimes when I'm just really happy, I borrow the car and I just go for a drive, just sit there vibing. And I just went for a drive and just kept watching the stream. And I was just vibing so much. I couldn't believe it. It was insane. I was like, that's the real Lando. And I just kept having to look at it and like his reaction. I just couldn't believe he even laughed at it. I really couldn't believe it, even for a few days.
It must be surreal seeing someone like actually involved in that world, watching and, as you say, laughing at.
Like that's just crazy, But the camera went off.
Yep, the camera went, but we're back.
All right.
Yeah,
we're back.
Yeah,
but yeah, man. But just seeing him like even the day and the days after, I woke up. I just felt so good in the morning.
Yeah.
Just because it was so surreal. It was just like next level stuff. I just never would have thought that had happened. And I think that was, what was the first one? I think the first he watched was Smooth Rapperator, and I was like, that's not even a video about him. It's just like this Robert video. Like what the hell, man? It's just crazy, man.
I wonder if he actually thought it might have been Robert. I mean, the accent's pretty convincing, to be fair. At least to me. At least to me,
Thanks,
a British
man.
a
I don't
British
think
man.
the voice is though. Like Robert has a pretty, he has like a pretty packed away voice.
Yeah.
And a bit more grown voice than I do. So,
A bit of an old man voice than you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, a little bit. Did Lando or any of the other drivers, did anyone ever reach out that's in like that sort of sphere saying, oh, we've seen it in this team and we loved it, or blah, 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 blah. So I'm sure a lot of them will have done. I'm sure it would have been pinged around the paddock a lot.
I think maybe I mean I heard rumors about Max seeing my videos as well, and Alex. I saw another stream where Alex saw my vid, and where just one sec, I'll just push that thing just to make my camera sit. But yeah, and I heard that Leclerc, he even saw the videos, and like if those four have seen the videos, I think maybe some others have as well. But no, they didn't reach out, and I don't think they would. Because in the videos, I do say some pretty offensive things, you know, about the teams. You know, it's like because it's all banter, like, and
exactly
as I say often, like nobody's safe. I make fun of everyone, but you know, if like there's some sensitive subject to some sponsor, I don't think they'd risk it. You know, so that's fair game, man. Like totally
that's fair
game.
enough. Yeah, for the sponsors of the F1 team, is probably not the best, but yeah, I'm sure they're enjoying the banter in the paddock anyway, even if they haven't quite told you yet. But it'll be mad when you finally go to a Grand Prix and you're like, oh yeah, I'm that guy that made that stupid song on you, and he's just going to be like,
if they remember, but still, man, like I think that like these things, like these kind of memes, and like all the other meme channels, there's just come so many new. Really promising meme channels on YouTube and meme pages on Instagram. Like I think this whole new meme community in F1, and I'll quote Tomo F1 on this, like it's just become so much more okay, like with the whole F1 FOM organization after Bernie left.
Yeah.
Because before that, they weren't allowed to have an Instagram like all the drivers. And I think like all the drivers, most drivers even post like funny stuff on Instagram and just make fun of each other a lot more.
Exactly, yeah.
So I think
it's just how normal people use it. I think like forcing someone to take someone's like social media account away is a bit.
Yeah, man. But I think that's positive? Just it's entirely positive that it's just become more okay to just have laughs, have a lot of banter in the paddock, just like and shit posting, just whatever, you know. It's just I think that's amazing, and it makes it more, and it's a lot better for Formula One, like because even my friends, like you know, I'm having a lot easier of a time introducing F1 to them if I can tell them like there's this meme and there's that meme, and they'll think it's funny. Because if I just had to explain some rules and all that,
the rules and regulations of the memes. Yeah.
Exactly, like all the rules and all the regulations and all these practical things of the sport, you know, it wouldn't seem as attractive to newcomers. So I think that's really, really positive, and I hope it just keeps going that way, and that it doesn't get too wacky. But like I mean, even you know, F1's YouTube and F1's Instagram, they started posting a lot of memes too.
Yeah.
He's a funny guy. Like he manages the whole talking side of things, and like he's a funny guy, and their Instagram, you know, they post a lot of funny stuff on F1's Instagram. And then there's like the YouTube. I'm sure you've seen the 2019 meme rewind.
I have.
And then there was like a drawn, like an animated video where they just like use the radio messages for like different stuff. You know, that was so funny too. Like,
yeah.
So I just hope it keeps going that way, because it's so much more positive, like the whole thing.
It's just like taking a lot of the rules away has sort of broken down those boundaries and allowed people to be a lot more creative with the stuff and have a lot more sort of freedom to do what they like.
Yeah, because like the whole creative side of things, like there comes so much out of it.
Yeah, your channel would never be made out of it unless you're allowed to be creative and use all of the, well, I mean, I'm not sure if Robert's particularly pleased with it, but I'm sure he is. I'm sure he's fine with it. But yeah.
I'm not sure Stroll is either, man. Like.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Let's not even talk about that. We don't even.
No, let's not even. Christ. We'll say no more names.
No. It's all good. Stay away, Mr. Stroll, please. But yeah, it's really helped you.
I like Stroll. I'm wearing a pink shirt in honor of Mr. Stroll.
Of course, that was planned, wasn't it? Obviously, yeah. I'm not wearing a pink shirt because I hate them. No, I'm joking.
Oh shit!
Please don't kill me.
That's fine. Stroll, don't watch this.
A nuke is coming down on my house right now. But yeah, the creativity, the opening of it has sort of helped you as well, helped build your channel. Almost at 100K now, mate. Getting very close.
Incredible. I hit 90K today and I hit 88K yesterday. It's like,
that's so mad.
What the hell is going on?
Literally
man?
in the next few days. Maybe even before this has gone out, you might be at 100.
I don't think so, man. I think it'll be a month. I think it'll be
Another
a month.
month?
Like, it varies. The growth really varies.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's promising. I gotta say, just a sec. It's really looking promising, and I would have never believed this. Like a few months ago, even it is just a few months ago. Like in what was it? I think in June, my channel was at like 12,000 subs.
Yeah.
So it's just gone so crazy, man. Like,
so
I don't even believe it. I've just stopped trying to. Like, it's just gone
just
mad.
Don't bother thinking about it anymore. So far.
But yeah, man, I'm so grateful. Like, I gotta tell, like, I know a bunch of my subs are gonna be watching this video. I think.
Hello, subs.
So, hello, guys. I gotta say thanks, man. I gotta say thanks to you guys because they're the ones like pushing the videos. You know, they're the ones sharing it with their friends. So thanks,
your
guys.
fans are unbelievable. As I was saying earlier, I'll just see them in the corner of the internet, like spouting out your lyrics, and I've seen on so many different Facebook groups of them putting your link on and saying everyone should go and watch this. It's hilarious and stuff like that. Like,
it's just the support is incredible, and like, even also the DMs I get. I'll just say sorry, guys, for not responding to your DM. Like, but I have had so many DMs, and I really try to respond to as many as possible. I've even looked into like solutions where I can manage my DMs better and just have an overview, because as soon as I respond to a DM, I'll have a new DM. Because they respond to my message. So it's really difficult. But I think the whole thing getting too big for me to respond is kind of a negative thing, because I'm so grateful for like each and every one of the guys who are supporting me, because it takes a bunch, like, from a person to like go out of their way to push a YouTube channel that somebody they're sharing it to doesn't even know. Like, they could embarrass themselves, and like, credit to you guys. Thank you so much.
Exactly, yeah. Big up to all the fans out there. Everyone sharing any content. Absolute legends, especially ours. So obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's great, mate. It just sort of sounds like we're speaking about subscribers. If you're from my channel and you somehow aren't subscribed to Mr. Sim Dane, then make sure you go and do do so. Of course.
And guys, I gotta say, man, to my subs and to everybody who isn't subscribed to Mr. Meerkat, go and do it, please.
Thanks, mate.
He deserves it.
Officially endorsed by Robert Kubica himself.
You're officially underrated, man. Officially underrated.
Thank you, bro.
Undersubbed.
I appreciate that. Well, maybe, you were saying, you've done it for like 12 months. I'm on like 8 now, I'd say. And I've just sort of had the slow growth. Maybe, you never know. We'll see.
Like,
we'll see.
Come. But it's like, and it oftenly just really depends on one lucky video.
Exactly.
Or like one particular meme in some video. Just one meme. Like, even on TikTok, I've seen my videos and like, what?
Madness.
Like, and just one single meme. If it just goes well with people, it'll just blow up. And I really hope that'll happen to you, man.
Thanks,
it's
man.
happened to a bunch of new YouTubers in the last few months. You've seen these, like, over the whole quarantine period. You've seen
people
so many new YouTubers. And, like, it's refreshing. It's really refreshing.
Yeah, it's good to see loads of new people getting involved.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, hopefully we'll see someday. But you, mate, you hugely deserve it. But I'm going to end off the first half of this podcast so far. We'll come back in just a second, talk a bit more about Emil's sort of personal life, not too personal, but we'll have a good chat with him in a bit. So don't go anywhere. See you in a minute.
All good, man.
Cool. Perfect. All right, sweet. I'll restart then, buddy.
Just one sec.
No worries.
I just had a burp.
Nice. Lovely. Hopefully that's in the recording. I'll keep that in if it is. Welcome back to another episode of the ChatterBox podcast with your host, Sir Meerkat from the Moto Meerkat channel. And I'm obviously joined again today by Mr. Sim Dane. How are you doing today, mate?
I'm so good, man. I'm
Still
all
super
good.
good. Still good. Still
Super
loving
good.
it.
And you're
still
still
loving
super
it.
good?
I mean, I'm still loving it. I'm still having a great time, of course, as
Nice.
always. As always.
That's two of
But
us.
yeah, we wanted to look a bit sort of deeper into yourself. You've been making videos on the Dane channel
you went away.
for about 2 years now. A solid time of putting effort into one singular thing. But you're still pretty young, aren't you? I'm not sure. I couldn't see anywhere online. How old actually are you, Mr. Simdane? Mr. Simdane?
Like,
Can you hear
bro, just a sec. This is my internet being weird and wacky. All
No
right, I
worries.
think it's working now.
Yeah,
It all
I think
seems
you're
good.
back. I think you're back.
Nice. Sorry, man.
Did you hear anything I said?
I heard something about me being young
Okay.
and something about the channel being
Yeah.
out there for 2 years, but
Yes.
nothing else, man. I'm
Well,
sorry.
I was saying that's all right. It's all good. It's all good. I was saying that you've been making Simdane videos for almost 2 years, or at least on that channel that's currently there now. You were saying obviously you have to re-upload the videos, having a bit of difficulty there, but it's a good amount of time to be focusing on one solid sort of creative endeavor as such. But you're still very young yourself. How old actually are you? I couldn't find it anywhere online.
Well, I'm 20.
Same age as me.
Nice.
Young boys together.
Young boys.
The homies.
Them young boys.
The homies.
Yeah,
So yeah,
Mean boys.
20. Are you at university then, or are you in full-time job now? Are you completely finished school? What's sort of going on with your home life there?
So yeah, at the moment I am not in uni. I am on a gap year. I finished high school about 1.5 years ago, and I don't know, maybe a year and 2 months ago, something like that. And since then, I've just been working like a million different jobs, and I think I might go to uni someday. Like I actually do want to study something, but I'm still having a really tough time deciding what, because you know, I want to do something creative, and in high school, like, you know, it was just a bit more easy for me to be creative because it's not as serious as uni, you know. In high school, I could do wacky things with my assignments, you know. Like in many subjects, I would actually hand in a song sometimes. My little brother does the same. He's still in high school. He like hands in songs or hands in whatever creative content. So like, I don't know, man. I'd like to study something because why not? You know, I only have one go.
Exactly.
So sort of why not?
Nice to have something as sort of a backup.
And if I find out that I hate it, you know, I'll have a chance to not do it, you know, after half a year or whatever. Yeah. So yeah, it'll take some time for me to figure out like what I want to do. But at the moment, I'm working, basically full time. I'm working part time, 3 jobs. So that makes full time.
Gotcha. What? So you still don't really know sort of the plan as such as of yet of what you're thinking of doing, of what you're thinking of studying, or anything like that. You're just sort of riding the wave at the moment and seeing where it takes you. Exactly.
Because like last year, actually the first gap year I had, you know, I don't want to be like, I don't want to make it sound too bad, but I was not really happy. And I tried planning everything that I wanted to do. You know, I tried to plan like my jobs and try to plan my income and try to plan, like I really tried to plan a lot of things and just nothing worked out. And I had this car. I even bought a car last year. And the thing broke down, you know, and it's like that was just like the first sign of things I planned just didn't go as I expected them. Mm-hmm. And you know, the whole year, man, it taught me a lot. You know, it taught me not to expect too much from everything. And like since I expected less from everything, like I've just gotten so much more in return, you know, because if you expect a little and you get a bit, you know, you'll be a lot more thankful. So yeah, man. Yeah, exactly. At the moment, I'm riding the wave. At the moment, I'm really riding the wave because, like, even the YouTube channel, I haven't planned anything, or hadn't planned anything, because, you know, how could I ever expect the channel to be this big by now? I couldn't, and it's just gone so fast. So still, I'm just trying to you know, be happy, just be grateful for where I'm at right now. Yeah, it's always a better outlook to have, really, rather than trying to sort of meticulously plan everything, just sort of letting stuff fall into place by itself, because it often does just happen to do that, doesn't it? Even when you're not really. I'm not saying like don't have a plan. I think having goals. Don't just sit back and do nothing and just be like, it's going to happen. Exactly, man. but like having goals, I think that's really important to me. But like having
Manageable
a
goals,
specified plan, like that'll always be hard.
Mm-hmm.
Because then if like one part goes wrong, then it'll feel like the goal is impossible to reach. But it's probably because there's a different way, you know.
There's always a different path.
Because there's like some people I hear saying like, don't plan shit, like don't plan anything. And
yeah, that just makes me too worried if you don't plan anything.
Yeah, and I like that kind of just because that'd be like then you wouldn't even go to uni, or you wouldn't take that job because
but why you're not planning it?
Exactly, you'd know like, all right, so those 37 hours a week, that looks kind of like a plan. I'm gonna avoid that. No planning. Like no, man, that just doesn't work. Like some planning, sure, man, but like primarily just having a goal, like something desirable for you. It's just like that's kind of like a motivation. That's kind of what drives me at the moment. But not a specified plan, because it's hard to plan where I'm going to be in 10 years if I really don't know which education I'm going to take. So
yeah, you can just take motivation from different things, sort of put effort into different things and see what happens. Because the YouTube's doing well, that could open some more doors for you, and possibly just some work you're doing normally could open in some other doors, and you think, oh, actually I want to take that, and I'm not too interested in this point and this and this and this. So having loads of options in front of you, seeing what happens, and just putting your what's the phrase? Putting your something in different pies, or your fingers in different pies, something like that.
Like really, and you know, also with my other music, like I am talking to many musicians, and like I have a lot of different music projects going on, and like I feel like I do so much during the week, like I am everywhere, kind of, or trying to be. That sometimes it makes me really stressed. Because, you know, when you're working full time, and you also I mean, you also want to not eat the worst stuff, and you want to like be in good shape, and you want to be a kind person, like be open and be happy and all that. You know, it can feel like you're sort of taking your mouth too full, but yeah, man, I really, now that I'm young, you know, I'm really trying to have my nose everywhere.
Nice.
And like just doing, you know, I'm playing music with a band as well, and I'm doing my personal projects, and I'm in touch with many musicians, you know, because like music, like that's really my primary passion at the moment,
exactly.
You know?
Yeah, you're doing a lot to do with the music. A lot of people were asking, I didn't include any of the specific questions, but a lot of general questions was sort of, is this Formula One musical content the be all and end all, or are you hoping to release sort of maybe an album or something where it's just you with your own made songs, generally like rapping, singing as yourself rather than Robert Kubica? Is that something you're sort of hoping to do from the channel and sort of say to people that are already there saying, hey, I'm making music myself? Or would that be a completely separate venture that you didn't have where the lines blurring between the two? Or,
you know, I really think there's like a pretty fixed structure around my YouTube channel. Like that's Formula One songs. And I actually really appreciate that. I think that's very unique. And I think it's so fun to be in that universe because you know, whenever I go behind the microphone or go in Logic and try to do a Formula One song, you know, or Sim Dane song, I'm in that zone, you know, I'm in that universe of creating the Formula One stuff or the Sim Dane stuff and like everything that revolves around it, like, and stuff my subscribers love to see. And so I kind of don't want to spoil that. Just a second. I think I'm going to have to reset my camera. I don't know for how long it's been off.
Okay. So good.
And it's on again. Yeah, we'll see.
That's fine. I'll sort it all out.
Thanks, man. But yeah, I wouldn't, but yeah, man, I wouldn't bother my subs with like self-promotion of some other project.
See, a lot of them want you to do that though. A lot of them aren't just there for
like I'd happily share it.
They actually like you, like they want to see your project, whatever they're doing, whether even if it's outside of Formula One.
And that's really nice. But yeah, I'd happily share it. You know, I'm really proud of the other music I do, and I'd happily share it. I'd happily have my fans or my subs listen to it. But I wouldn't turn the channel into that ever.
Gotcha.
Like, the channel is going to be Sim Dane music, and it's going to be Formula One music, because I really think like I've developed a true passion for doing Formula One songs. Like it sounds wacky because it's like not really a real thing. Like it's not pop music, it's not rock.
Anything
music.
Can be a real thing if you imagine it, mate.
So yeah, I think, you know, I think I'm gonna keep the channel Sim Dane, like turning it into like my other project is called QED, QED, and I wouldn't turn Sim Dane into QED. It has a different, it has its own. Just a sec. it has its own separate YouTube channel. So
Nice.
I'll keep that separated because
Yeah.
that also allows me to be in like different universes. And I also have the
Mm.
band, and we do another project,
Wow.
which we're working on, which hasn't been released anywhere.
Awesome.
So I want to keep those three things like separate things, because
Yeah.
otherwise I think I'll just lose my whole focus. And like, you know, if I mix the things and I lose motivation for one of the aspects, you know, it'll just easily
Yep.
affect like the whole thing, like the whole of it, and then I won't just feel as motivated. Like if I lost the motivation for Kid, because before I was, my alter ego was Sublime with a Z, and I kind of lost the motivation to do that after releasing an album and after playing a lot of concerts and all that.
Wow.
I kind of lost my motivation to do that. And like if I had mixed that with Dane, it had also just affected Dane, and then the whole thing would have just fallen apart. And I really don't want that, because I value the things differently, but a lot, both of them. But
yeah, so it's sort of like, although they're relatively similar things, it's sort of compartmentalized of like, I've done a bit of work on this, I'm a bit done with that now, I'll move on to working on this project instead. And you don't want to sort of mix the lines of the two, because then if you become bummed out on one of them, you're gonna lose them all. Yeah,
exactly. Word, man.
Fully get that.
Word.
I fully get that.
And
no, that's a
plus
good way
I
to
think
look
it like having different projects gives a lot of energy as well, you know, because in my band project I get to work with like 4 other guys who are brilliant musicians, and I get so inspired from them. Like when I'm in the band, like when we're doing that project, I feel like I just want to let them do the whole thing because it's so inspiring, you know, even though I'm part of it.
Yeah.
And that gives me the energy, like so much inspiration. The way they play the bass, the way they structure the whole arrangement, like that gives me so much inspiration for Dane and for Ked as well. So and the way I do Ked, like if I do, because Ked is pretty experimental compared to Sublime, which was my previous alter ego. Like Ked is, I play with some autotune, or I have played with some autotune. I play with like slowing songs down and like making my vocals sound really deep and muddy and weird, and like also like chipmunking them up and just different kind of things. It's like a poppy cyber what's it called, cyberpunk mixed with pop mixed with hip-hop. It's like and I just get to experiment a lot there, like even more than I do on Dane, you know, because Dane also allows me to experiment a lot with accents, with banter, with all that. So like having all 3 inputs just really makes for great inspiration, like overall. So I wouldn't trade that for like one channel centered about the whole thing. I'd like to keep them separated for now.
Oh, that's good. No, I rate that, mate. But yeah, maybe start pushing the other ones a bit more, because a lot of the fans are sort of wanting to see them, I think, but I'm not too sure how to find them. So I mean, like, if you got some links, I'll put them in the description of this, and people
I'll get you a link, man. Sure thing.
Go and have a look.
I released a few songs lately on the Ket project.
That's sweet.
I can share them.
Sure I'll definitely stick them in the description.
If people want to listen to them, I'd really appreciate that, because that's like more just like my, it's, you know, it's like my whole project. It's just like nothing to do with Formula One. It's just me singing about my life and just whatever, you know.
Exactly. Yeah, that'd be sweet. Man. Yeah. Well, yeah, I'll put the link in the description so anyone watching this go and check that out. But yeah, no, that's awesome that you've got all your different things and you can sort of take inspiration from both and work on a bit of this, a bit of that everywhere. It's a good way to have it, mate. But yeah, with you've been doing music for a while now. When did you sort of, was it since you can remember that you started getting into it while you were at school? Have you was it since then? Was it music class in school, or was it always on off your own back?
Oh, it's been a mix, man. I really couldn't credit one source, but like I gotta say, like I gotta give credit to my mom.
Big up Dane's mom. Big up.
Yes, big up Dane's mom. Like yeah, man. She pushed me to play piano when I was a kid. And she's taken me to a bunch of concerts. She plays the cello herself and plays in an orchestra, and she's very talented. Cool. And she has a really big musical knowledge. And also my grandma, she is a violinist and an organist, and they've both like really been inspiring, you know, to just push me into music. And then I kind of found my own way, you know, like as I grown older, you know, because also at a point, you know, I got tired of playing the classical piano all the time and having to practice and all that. So I kind of found my own way, and I found the hip hop, you know, and that's like a sure rebel kind of music genre. And that, you know, it's just fitting, you know, it's just me, the classically trained pianist, just wanting to wanting to get out, just be
Yeah.
an angry little rapper, just rapping about, oh man, it's so hard for me. I can't practice all the time. Fuck this, no more. Mom, I'm not practicing today. Hell no, I'm out with my homies. Yeah, man. So yeah, it's kind of just, I've kind of found my own way. But yeah, man, credits to my mom for pushing me into classical piano.
Yeah.
That's like the whole thing. And like even like my personal music, it's pretty classically influenced. Like my whole view or look at harmonics has a really classical vibe to it. And like I've also seen comments like on the original Dane compositions, they all do have a classic touch, and I sample classic music, and
Right.
like it's pretty much all over, just like the whole classical universe. So
That's quite funny how if your mom hadn't got you into classic piano, you wouldn't be rapping about a Formula One driver. What an odd
goes a long way back, man.
Yeah, that's so weird.
It goes a long way back.
What does she think of? What does your mom think of that? Does she just think it's pretty funny that you're rapping about Robert Kubica? What's the family vibe?
I think she likes it, man. I think she likes it, man. Because from a musical standpoint, I really try to do a lot. Like I'm pretty ambitious, about the Dane songs. Like I do vocal training every day. I didn't before. Like I didn't a year ago. But I really try to train my vocals, and I try to sing like complex choir arrangements, and like I really try to see it from a composer's standpoint.
Gotcha.
And I think she appreciates that. And
that's cool.
And she, if she compliments a video of mine, she'll usually compliment it on the singing side or on the musical side instead of on the banter side. Because I mean, she doesn't watch Formula One. She doesn't get the jokes. She's not really into the whole discourse. And not the video side either. So it'll be the singing or the arrangement or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man. Yeah. I think she likes it because it's like a way for me to express myself musically, and I think she likes that.
Yeah, no, that's good that you got supportive parents in that. Is it the same with you were talking about your friend, with your ex-girlfriend when the video blew up? How do your friends sort of look at it? Were they maybe taking the piss a little bit at the start, or did they not know? And then now you've gotten all famous, now they love it, or
like yeah, man. Like this is actually a funny thing because most of my friends, like the way majority, they don't know about this at all.
Yeah.
Because I've kind of kept it to myself. Like my best friends, sure they know, and they're really supportive. Thanks to them, like they're really really kind about it, and they watch my videos. They're subscribers. They
big up,
and they show it to their families, and that's really nice. But yeah, like most of my friends, they don't know anything about the YouTube channel, and I had this idea that I've had from way back. I was like, if this channel gets big, the first thing I'll do, like the only way my friends will know about it, is I make like a mystery post on my personal Instagram where I like, put a picture of the 100K play button and write thank you for the 100,000 subs, and like nobody will know what I'm talking about. So it'll just be like a whole joke.
That would be so cool.
But I don't know, man. Like if it becomes a reality, and I'll just post that picture, like people will just be texting me like, what the hell, man? Where did you steal that? Whose is that? What is that?
They won't think, how have you managed to get that? They'll think, how have you sold it?
Yeah, exactly. Because I haven't talked about it at all. Like it hasn't had any part like in any of my activities with my friends. So
yeah. It's sort of as you were saying,
I've kept it separated quite a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it'll be fun to like surprise everyone with that.
That will be funny. Yeah, see how your friends react to that. That will be good. But yeah, you were saying. I'm assuming that because you've had school and whatnot, and now you're in your gap year and whatnot. I'm assuming you stay. Well, okay. Firstly, I'm assuming that you still live in Denmark. Is that correct?
I do.
Yeah. So do you still live in the same place that you've always lived? Have you always been in the same area of Denmark, or have you moved a lot?
No. Yeah. Well, we moved. Like I still live with my fam, but I pay to live here.
Okay.
It's like if I rented a room, whatever. But
okay.
I enjoy it here, so I also appreciate paying to stay here. But
yeah, that's fair.
I'm probably gonna move out. I'm likely gonna move out pretty soon.
Nice.
But yeah, I used to live like a bit further north of Copenhagen, and I pretty much always lived there. It's a city called Esbjerg, and
I'm not gonna try and pronounce that.
It's a difficult word, yeah, man, and it has the Danish special letters.
Okay, yeah, I'm definitely not going to go near it.
The word, man. But yeah, we moved a bit further south, closer to the city. So we live like 20 minutes from Copenhagen, which is the capital, and we've lived there for a year, and I really started liking it here. So if I'm gonna look for, which I am at the moment, when I'm looking for a room, I'm kind of looking for a room here because I also have my jobs in this town, and it's pretty close to the city. And like even though like public transport in Denmark is so expensive,
Really?
So even though it's expensive, I'd like living here, probably good. More than in Copenhagen because I have my jobs. I really enjoy my jobs. I work in a kindergarten.
I was going to ask you about your jobs, yeah.
Yeah, man. That's the best job, man. Like, I've really grown to like it. In the beginning, I was just, whenever I came home, like every single day I came home, and I'd be exhausted, you know, from screaming kids all day and from
I can imagine.
So many things happening because like kids, man, they change their mind all the time. You know, they'll play like 5 games a minute.
Yeah.
So like, and you're like, okay, now we've played 5 games. Now it's been at least 10 minutes. Nope, only a minute, you know? So the days in the beginning just really, they were just so slow paced. Like,
yeah.
It was just so, damn, man. I was so tired when I got home. But I've started to appreciate it a lot. And I don't think I'll find a job like that in the city. Because, you know, especially in these times, you know, with the COVID and like social, like being social with people, like the job is very much social, you know, just chilling with the kids 100%. All day, just playing with them. And because, and you know, like even though I'm 20 and they're 4, you know, you still kind of have like a friendship to them. So it's really energizing to just to communicate properly, like in social, what's it called?
Like social
just
space,
socially every day, you know? So yeah, I don't think if I move to the city, I don't think I'd be able to find the same social input or like energy like in any job. So for the moment, I'll be staying in this area.
Oh, that's cool. That's nice, man. That's good. Well, so you do that in a kindergarten, and then you said you had 2 other part-time jobs, was it as well?
Yeah, man. I work at a hotel.
I thought so, because I thought I'd seen it on a Instagram story before of you in there.
Just me in a suit.
Yeah,
I wear a suit and tie and just looking really fly. I mean, that's kind of a cool thing about the job, you know. You get to look good.
Yeah,
and get to look.
You
cool.
always look good, mate. You always look good.
You too, man.
Don't say that on yourself. But even better in a suit.
Thanks, man. I'd like to see you in a suit. Why did you wear a suit on your podcast, man? Next podcast, you should.
Do you think I should?
You should have a suit on.
I was thinking of doing, if I did some sort of game show quiz series again, I think I might wear a suit. Or like top half suit, bottom half.
Yes, man. You should do that. And then you switch around the suits, you know? Just someday you wear a white suit, someday you wear a pink suit.
Oh,
on the pimp day of the week, you'll wear a green suit.
Do you have that at work? Do you have a pimp day where you come in a green suit?
No. I don't know what kind of hotel you think this is, man. It's not that...
I don't know what goes on. I don't know what goes on over there.
No. Denmark's not like that. Like I know there's something rotten in Denmark, but that's not the rotten thing, man.
Good.
But yeah, man, like that's my second job. I'm just kind of like an everything guy at the hotel. Sometimes I'm in the reception. Sometimes I'm working out in the not working out. No, I'm helping out in the kitchen.
Right.
I wouldn't be working out.
Yeah. If you were helping out, slacking a bit, just sit there doing curls in the kitchen.
Yeah, man. These plates, man. These heavy, man.
This suit isn't big enough for me. Rips.
Yes.
All out the arms.
Yeah, that's the solution. You know? Yeah, we don't have a suit that fits you. All right, well, you gotta go to the kitchen and work out a bit before you can work here. So that's my second job, and then my third job is some video editing for some little company in Denmark. So
that's cool,
I just kind of switch between those things.
Yeah, again, like seemingly, you've got this worked out. You've got of your hobbies, you've got a few different things that you like to do that you go between, and then for your work, you have a few different things that you like to go between as well. So. If that works for you, buddy, then that's great. That's awesome.
It works great, man. Like it works great for me at the moment. Like I had a few different, completely full time, like office jobs last year, in my first gap year, and I kind of grew so tired of them because it was just the same universe all day,
monotonous,
and at the same time, monotonous, really monotonous, and I didn't see my friends a lot at the time either. So like the whole thing just grew boring on me. But what about you, man? What's your jobs?
Well, I mean, I'm at uni at the moment, mate. I mean, I just got back to uni. Yeah, I've just got back 3 weeks ago. I am not currently doing anything full time. I'm in. I do some camera work for like a live streaming company who live stream motorsports.
Nice.
So I do a bit of that on the side.
Damn, man.
And then when I was back at home,
that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, mate, it is fun. It's really fun. Like I do all sort of karting events and like real life racing as well.
Yeah, because I saw your kart video on your Instagram, man. Like, from that, was that one like a work related event?
No, that was the other day. That's so I was for university. I'm the president of the motorsports club for the uni for this year. And it's a thing we racing called the British Universities Karting Championship. So I'm on the A team for that, mate. So yeah, I just was racing last weekend. It was great.
Damn, man,
mate, so good. So much fun. It was.
Good luck with that, man. That's crazy. That's
thanks,
cool.
buddy. Oh, mate, it's so much fun. It's so good.
University Karting Club. That's amazing.
It's so good.
Why don't we have this here, man?
You should.
Like, I just quit the gap year, go straight to uni right
Exactly. There you go. Perfect. Straight in. Mate, if you decide to come to Cardiff Uni, mate, just link up with me. You can come and you can join the motorsports club. I'll get you straight to president.
Sick.
There we go. Easy.
Sick, man. That's incredible. I'll take a semester in the UK, man. I'll go
you should do, mate. You should do 100%. I was gonna,
why not?
At the BUKC last weekend, the championship I was racing at, I actually got recognised for the first time, which was quite cool.
No way. For Moto Meerkat.
Yeah, a guy that was there. Yeah, I'd spoken to him on Instagram before because he said that he also raced in the same series, and then he came up and said,
"That's a good step forward, man. I hope you'll be recognized by like every other person
hopefully,
in a year or so, man.
Next year, when I come back, everyone will be like, "Oh my god, it's Moto Meerkat."
It's the celebrity, man. Put him in the best card right now. Otherwise, he'll make a terrible video about this place.
That's a good point. I could use that to my advantage. Be better than everyone.
Yeah.
I was gonna say with the reception job that you were talking about as well. I laughed so hard when you had it on your story at some point. You put a photo of this beautiful Aston Martin on the story. Yeah. And I obviously saw it, and obviously I'm a 20-year-old bloke. I knew he's at his job at the hotel. He's seen a nice car. He's taking a photo, blah, blah. And then I found it so funny that you had to clarify in the next Snapchat that it wasn't your Aston Martin because so many people were asking you.
I don't know, man. I think people
just kids, innit?
Like, it's me posting those pictures in the suit. Like, people may have thought I was rich or something, like really loaded. And it's like, yeah, man, that's just another one of my Aston Martins out there. And I'm just sitting here. I'm sitting right here in my sim right now. He's like, this is the closest I own to a car. And I had a crappy Saab last year. And I was like, that ate all of my money. In no way I'm affording an Aston at the moment.
Yeah, that would be a bit of an odd one if there's a bloke out there that wears suits every day, has an Aston Martin, but then also makes Formula One raps on YouTube.
You should make this a reality, man. Like someday.
That's going to be you someday. It's going to be you.
But it'll be pink suits then, or cyberpunk.
Mate, if we ever go to something together, we need to wear matching pink suits.
Bro, can we do that? Are you keen to wear a pink suit?
Definitely. I mean, I'm fully up for it. 100%.
That's it, man. Me and Moto Meerkat, we're wearing matching pink suits. I love it, man.
Mate, sounds like a plan. Next time, if you come over to, I don't know, like British Grand Prix or some sort of media events or something, we'll get it sorted. We'll get it done.
We'll have a video together, bro. We'll have Tomo as well.
Fuck yeah. Three of us.
Why would he not wear a pink suit? It's his theme,
Exactly, yeah. He's already a pink twat anyway, so he can just jump in and get involved. That's fine.
Exactly. We'll have a media event. So pre-race with Moto Meerkat, Tomo, and Dane. And we'll be there.
We can do a little karting challenge. Like all of us in pink suits racing around the track.
In our pink suits, just talking. Yo, what happened?
I think we lost each other there, mate.
No. All right, so I can
still hear you.
Nice. All good.
Okay, cool, good. Yeah, I was just saying we could turn up in pink suits and race around a kart track against each other. That'd be the perfect collab.
Shoot.
The perfect collab.
Just for the karting, man. Yes.
There you go.
Like, I do something called downhill skateboarding.
I've done that. Like the off-road one.
No. Like it's on
on-road.
mountain roads. Like you go on mountain
Yeah.
roads and you have these pads in your hands.
Yeah, with like the dirt wheel on the skateboard.
No dirt wheels. It's
What are you talking about then?
It's I have my board here.
Oh, I need to turn over back to the Zoom then. Let's have a look at your board.
Like this.
Oh, okay. So is it like a longboard then?
Yeah, it's like a longboard.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just called downhill skateboarding.
Gotcha.
And,
Okay.
you know,
are those the videos you see on YouTube where like you see the crashes and they're going like 1,000,000 miles an hour on a blind right-hander and there's just a car there?
Exactly.
Right.
That's the thing. Exactly that. And you go down mountain roads at like 100K, and it's amazing. It's fun. It's so fun.
I bet.
So much fun. Like, and I've always done that. And at those events, like some people, I go to events each year, some events, and at those events, like some people will just literally just have made like suits and like the wackiest kind of stuff just to skate down in it. And like
fair enough.
some people, they wear expensive suits and they just, they're just
Gucci
wrecking
suit.
them, going down these these mountains on them, man, in them, man. And like
each to their own, I
it
guess.
looks cool because there's photographers, and if you have your picture taken in a cool suit or something cool, and you're going down on your downhill skateboard, that'll look pretty cool on the gram, man.
That's the only reason why anyone turns up in like cool race suits for karting is just so the photographer gets a really good photo of them. It doesn't actually help in any way. It's just
helps nothing.
Exactly.
Helps nothing. Maybe it gives a bit of pain.
You got to look fly while you're doing it. Yeah.
Depends on the color of the suit. Like a pink suit, that'd definitely give you 2/10 per lap, man.
Definitely.
No doubt.
100%. No doubt. But yeah, mate, that's bad. Actually, I was going to move on to the fan questions, but I want to know more about this skateboarding because I find that really cool, mate. How long have you been doing that?
Oh yeah, man. I've done that for, I don't know, man, like 7 years.
Jeez, okay, you must be pretty good at it
then. Yeah, man. Actually, a few years ago, I won the Danish championship for juniors, and
what?
I go like, yeah.
You're actually really good at this. What the hell?
Thanks, man. But yeah, like I've kind of fallen off lately. I just haven't had the time to and the money and the opportunities, like with having worked like after high school, so much work, and then COVID came and like all that. I just really haven't had the opportunity to skate a lot. But I was in Hamburg a few weeks ago, and I was talking to one of my skate buddies, and he was just like, "Emil, you gotta get back on that board, motherfucker. Come down to me. We'll skate in Kiel. We'll skate wherever. Just hit me up, and he'll be down to skate anytime." So I've just, and I lost my previous longboard, and they're pretty expensive because they have to be able to go downhill pretty fast. So they're really expensive. And I lost my setup because I put it in like the, what is it even called? Like where you put your bags over your heads in the train.
Okay, yeah.
And I put it there and forgot it. So it just went to Sweden and it's gone.
Oh,
but
no.
Yeah, I set up a new board, and I'm just so stoked to get out and do some more skating, man. Like nice. I really had the spark reignited for downhill skateboarding. So
that's awesome.
Really looking forward to get back on that board, man.
I never thought that would come out of this conversation, realizing that you're like an award-winning skier. Oh, skier. Why am I saying skier? Skateboarder, idiot.
I wish skiing I was would be an award-winning skier, man. Yeah. Actually, I do ski jumping, and I fly about 300 meters, and then I eat shit.
I think I probably about the same,
for
mate.
the channel. Yeah, 100K special. Ski jumping. Ski jumping with a Ferrari rear wing.
Ferrari. Perfect. Or you could do our collab's now going to be both of us in pink suits. On my channel we do karting, and on your channel we do downhill skateboarding. That's going to be that's got to be the collab idea.
Hell yes, man.
Lovely.
That's what we're going to be doing.
Love to see it. Right. That was a fantastic chat, mate. Let's move on to the fan questions for today. We've had a lot of people send in questions. Thank you for sharing my post. I got a couple more questions trickle in after that, but hopefully people can find out what they want. If you've made it through this far in the podcast, you might as well subscribe if you made it here.
Yeah, so, man. Subscribe to Sir Meerkat, man.
Yeah, come on. Big up
Absolutely.
the boys.
Everybody. Like, you're watching this video, you've actually wasted like an hour and 20 of your day.
Exactly.
On listening to two blokes just chatting about everything and nothing. So
precisely. There we go.
You could do another 120, man. Just an hour and 20. And you'll be notified. Just put the subscribe thing on and the bell too.
And the bell. hit that bell.
Yeah,
That's great,
hit
mate.
that
Thank you
bell.
very much. Anyway, let's get into the fan questions for today. First one coming at you is from @Rilling Zachary on Twitter. They asked, of the songs you have made, which one is your favorite?
So this varies a bunch, man. Like,
Does it change a lot?
I gotta say, the Bohemian Rhapsody deserves like one of the top spots because that like kind of did the most for the channel. That like kind of pushed the channel forward.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
And
fair.
like, so that one I really like. Then there's like the recent one I just did, which is the Billie Jean remix. I don't know what it is, but it could also just be like Mr. Michael Jackson being a fantastic composer, just making the best damn song. Like, I had a lot of fun making that, and I think my singing's gotten a bunch better. So I was really proud of the singing result as well. So that's one of my favorites. But upon which one would it be? Just let me just think for a sec. I think the Smooth Criminal one is probably one of the best ones.
Nice. That's cool. I'm sure the fans would agree. Well, I'm sure the fans would say that they're all fantastic, mate. They're all brilliant.
Thanks, man.
They're all our favorites.
Yeah. I think that one, like, and I gotta just, it's really difficult to pick out like my favorite because
Exactly. Yeah. I thought I'd start with the hardest question because it's always so difficult to pick out a favorite, isn't it?
Yeah, man. And because there's so many different things, like different positive things, like I've gotten out of each song, like, and so many different things about each song I appreciate, like doing and trying out. But actually the Gunza Steiner mixtape.
Yeah.
That one I think that's a damn banger. Like,
That's
banger. That's 6 songs, but when I was done doing that, and the whole thing is just like an original composition. Just so all the beats and they're like very different. I was just like so stoked on the result. I was like, yeah, man, this is a true mixtape.
Proud
Can't
of that
believe
one.
I did that. And
That's
so
sick,
the Gunza mixtape, I regard that pretty highly as well.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. That's awesome. In the same sort of vein, @I.raftery_56, bit of a difficult one now on Instagram, they asked, what song was the longest to write and produce, and which one was the easiest? So what was the hardest song to make? What was the easiest song to make?
Oh, I'll have to have a look at my list here, man. Just one sec. I'll go on my channel and just take a look at the songs because it's difficult to remember. I think I have 70 uploads or something. So it'll be difficult to remember.
Yeah, when they're on songs,
so
that's difficult.
Actually, the one that took me the longest to record was definitely, without a doubt, the Gunza Steiner mixtape. But I don't really think that counts because that's like 6 different songs. So I'll say the Bohemian Rhapsody, and that's the first Bohemian Rhapsody. Sure, it's a very complex composition and like the whole arrangement is really complex and really difficult to do after. But I wasn't as perfectionistic about the original one as I was about the Bohemian one, and also the editing really took a lot of time. So that one was definitely the most demanding video, and after that comes the Poker Face one I recently did. But that's also because I spend a lot more time on the video editing, which I'm so pleased with. Like, I think I'll do that more. It's worth it, so much worth it to spend like the extra 5-6 hours on the video editing because the result is just so much more satisfying.
Exactly. Yeah, that's cool. And was there one that was particularly easy, would you say, or were they all pretty hard?
Oh yeah, the easy one. Oh man. So that's difficult because in the beginning, I did race reviews as well last year, and none of them are as thoroughly made as the ones I do now. But I don't know if I'll say they count because I had to do them like so quickly after quali, so quickly after the race. So kind of some of them were a bit rushed.
Yeah, exactly.
From a critical point of view. But I won't make them count. I'll just say most of them are pretty quickly made. So the quality is thereafter. But I think the one that I spent the least time on is pretty difficult to pick out. It's one of the race reviews for sure.
Okay.
And that'd probably be the Jolene one or Give Me the Night.
Gotcha.
One of the race reviews. It's one of those.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
But of course, man, like you have limited time, surely,
Exactly.
because I want to get them out the same day. But the Jolene one, I think I was really busy that day. I had to go to some party.
Oh, okay.
So I had
pre-COVID, I assume.
No, it was like a tiny party,
Okay.
like just get together, you know. And it's a short song. I had looked all day like for a song that wasn't too long, so I could get done pretty quickly.
Nice.
So I apologize for me being a bit rushy on that one, but
yeah,
that's probably the one I spent the least time on.
Oh, that's good. All right, cool. At John Warren 01 on Instagram, you might recognize, he's also an F1 YouTuber. He asked, what's your favorite YouTube channels to watch in your spare time, not necessarily F1 related. So I guess he was hoping that you'd say his channel there, but you don't necessarily have to. What are you sort of interested in on YouTube generally anyway?
Oh man, I really do watch a lot of meme YouTubes. Like I'll just go on my YouTube start page and see what pops up.
Have you ever watched unusual memes? That's a good one.
Is that a one? Oh yeah, I know.
Unusual memes are the best.
I sub to them.
They are the best.
They're really good. But yeah, man, I watch many different F1 channels. Like I'm not really I don't have like a single favorite. I just take whatever's coming up. But like, I think I'm pretty oftenly on the move. Like I have not a lot of time here at home. I'm pretty much always out just doing stuff. And then when I come back here, it's to do music. So for my breakfast and for my whatever, just like when I'm eating, I like to watch a few short videos. And there's this channel called Formula World, which is basically just F1 news.
Yeah, Dylan Shelley.
Dylan Shelley, exactly. I'll always just like watch a video or two of his because that just takes like 4 minutes each.
Yeah, nice
4 minutes each video. And if I have better time, I'll watch some longer F1 videos, like yours or like Tomo's or like one of the meme pages, just to have a laugh. And then there's this other guy called what's he called? Davey 504. He's like a bass player. And he makes the memeiest bass videos on YouTube. I love that guy.
Bass videos. Okay.
They're so funny, man. And like he's really
that's a niche.
Really popular. I think he has like 7 million views. Like 7 million subs or something. It's
okay, not a niche at all then.
Not
7
a niche,
mil, Jesus.
No longer a niche.
Wow.
But he just plays the bass. It's like incredible. Okay, very, very successful. But yeah, him and then a lot of like factual music channels. Like there's like a guy for if there's any musicians out there. I'll just recommend you the best mixing tutorials that I watch a lot. And he is called The House of Kush.
Are you sure this is about music?
Oh, yeah. I swear it's dope, man. He makes really, really good mixing tutorials for like mixing vocals, mostly vocals.
Nice.
So some videos like that. There's this other guy called Music Tech Help Guy. Those guys I watch a lot too.
So when you're sort of watching YouTube, you're still like learning and getting stuff together for the projects that you're doing anyway.
Yeah, basically. But that's also because like it's just interesting to me. You know, like it's like honestly it's like kind of just pulling the plug out for a bit just to sit back and just do some chill music and like or watching some video about how you mix something. Because you put on your headphones and there's this guy who's just like without you doing anything, he's like showing you how he takes like a vocal track from like terrible to listen to like really clean, really nice, and so satisfying. So that's kind of just relaxing, just like meditative.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool, man. That's cool. That's good to see. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't have thought you'd come up with that. Mimi bass guitarist is one of your favorite YouTubers. There we go. Very cool, mate. Very cool. Move on to at Real Arcade on Instagram. They said, if you could make a song... I think I pronounced that right. Real, because they're missing an A. Yeah. Real Arcade. Real Arcade.
You gotta say Real Arcade.
Real Arcade is asked.
He did that drunk. He wrote that drunk. He was like, yeah, that was how you spell it. Real Arcade. That's probably right.
Well, they said, if you could make a song / parody with any driver or character from the paddock, who would it be and why?
So, like, if I could have a paddock person come on my podcast?
Yes,
Okay,
I think if you could
come
have
on
them
my
like
song.
on the song, yeah, with you, who would it be?
So there was this clip in the Netflix documentary where Daniel Ricciardo is singing about something like his balls.
Yeah.
And it's so funny. It's like, yeah, he could sing that on one of my songs. Just go and sing about his balls.
Sing about his
like,
balls on your song.
Balls. So it'd probably be Danny Rick. Or paying credit to Lando for really giving me like a lot of attention.
Payback,
just being such a cool guy, man. I'd love to put him on a song. Like whatever he'd like, you know?
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool.
Whatever
Yeah,
I
could imagine Danny Rick on there just chatting shit.
But it's an open invitation. Like if there's any driver who really has like a wish,
I'd like these, but if any
about, yeah, just any of you come at me. Just send me a vocal track. I'll do some auto-tune magic. I'll put it on a song. I'll make it sound spitze. They'll be great. They'll be great. They'll be happy.
That would be beautiful. So, yeah, I was gonna say
any driver, even it could be Crofty. Like I could make a Crofty remix. You know?
I was literally, I've got it written down there about Crofty, and I was gonna say, if you can't get Crofty on it, I do a very good British accent, mate. I could easily be the Crofty filler in for the song.
Yeah, man.
There you go.
You just go because he speaks fast, man. And then it could be like,
I can do that.
Lights on the way, we go.
Okay, maybe not that fast. There we go. That might be a bit much, but mate, we can get that sorted 100%. I can rap. I can rap.
Right, Mr. Crofty rapper.
Moto Mir rap. Oh my god, Moto Mir rap. That's it. There you go.
That's
Moto Mir rap. That's my third new channel on my rapping channel.
Yeah, man. There you go, bro.
Perfect. But yeah, no, I'm not exactly the best at rapping. I'll have to send you, there's a link on one of my like old channels of me doing a rap song with a mate. So I'll have to send that over and then you can see whether I'm good enough
I need
to
to
be
watch
allowed.
this, man. I'll get this on
you.
Instagram. I swear to God.
No, mate, it's like unlisted. No one's ever allowed to see it. The goal is 10K on my channel and I'll release it. But you can get a sneak preview, Mr. Sim Dane.
Bro, and you gotta, this is a promise now. 10K, I'll text you, man.
10K.
I'll be like, you just post this now. That's what's gonna take your channel from 10K to 100K, man. There's no doubt.
Like the next day.
Yeah. The next day, like, and you'll have like multiple labels texting you, like, so we could use
get this guy on.
Yeah, get this guy on. Yo, could this guy ghostwrite Eminem? Like, come on, this guy, what the hell?
I did actually. It's an unknown fact that I actually did ghostwrite for him. Oh
shit! That's why you're hiding the video, because everybody, it would be so obvious. It would be so obvious to everyone that you actually wrote Eminem.
So like, obvious, yeah, mate. So no, let's leave Moto Meerkat cannot rap. So let's leave that in the past. Maybe sometime in soon you'll see me on Sim Dane, but we're not promising anything. Jesus
Moto
Christ.
Barcat. Yeah, man.
Stop. Right, we'll move on. We've got 2 more questions left for the fan questions. At Lil Arc Gaming on Instagram, they said, how long do you see yourself doing this for? So like doing the F1 song making for. And they also said, P.S. I love both of your content. So we love you, Lil Arc Gaming. Thank you for enjoying our content.
What a champ.
What a legend.
We love you,
what
man.
A legend.
Yes,
yeah,
what a champ. So yeah, this has been, I've actually thought about this like a month ago. I was like, yeah, but how long will I keep going for? And I really thought this through a lot. So thanks for the question, man. It's a great question. I've decided that I'm going to keep going with this for as long as it is fun to make. And because it's whenever I do a video, whenever I sing some song, whenever I have an idea, it's like my goal is kind of that it has to be fun for me to do. Because that's what's going to keep my motivation up. So at the moment, the model is pretty promising. It'll go far in the future because I'm really aiming to make videos that are fun for me to make. And when they're fun for me to make, I'll gladly keep going. So for as long as it's fun for me. So like if you're ever in doubt of whether I'll keep continuing making my videos, you could ask me if it's still fun. But at the moment, it's like the most fun I'm having. So sure, awesome, I'll keep going. Absolutely.
That's it. Yeah, that's great. That's great. What a lovely answer. Lovely answer, mate. Beautiful one to finish it off. If I didn't have one more question from @Ferg MCK, he just said freestyle ?
Oh man, yo! I can't be doing that. I need a beat. I don't, man.
What if we stick a beat on?
What was his name?
It was at Ferg MCK. I think.
Ferg MCK. Is he an MC?
Ferg.
MC?
Mate, that's what I thought. I was thinking maybe he's maybe he doesn't believe that you can really do it.
Oh shit.
Well, I don't.
MC.
I typed in.
All right, what am I gonna even rap, bro? And this is gonna be embarrassing because like the worst thing, like
I've literally written down here in brackets. It's either ends with a banging freestyle or him saying no, I can't, lol.
It'll end with a banging freestyle. I don't give a crap. All right.
I think you're gonna have to get.
We'll do it without the beat because then I can just have.
I was gonna say because the beat is not gonna match up with my end to your end. So
there's a lot of pressure here, man.
There's so much. There's no pressure at all. It's just me and you in the room. We're vibing.
We're
just spitting bars. We're going for it.
I just said with Moto Meerkat, we just had a damn good chat. Yo, I'm wearing a fiddle hat. I'm sitting in my simulator. Yeah, selling Meerkat. See you later. I don't give a shit about a Sim Dane hater. Yo. All right. Keep going. Don't stop that stuff. Motherfucking Ferg MC uff. Oh, man. I can't do it. Yo.
Can we get the
Ferg that was whack bars. Rhyme. Whack bars, man.
That was sick, mate.
You gotta go again, you know?
We're going to go again.
Nice
We're going to reload.
There, mate. Nice glasses you got there, mate. Where you gotta be? I gotta be somewhere at 8. What's it gonna be? It's gonna be late. Yo, tired of hearing about the hate. Yo, because some people comment bad stuff. Some people are just going off with the negativity. Yo, I don't really give a damn about that crap. Because, oh man, this is so whack. You know, I used to be pretty good at this. We'll just end it here, man.
That was way better than I could ever do, mate. I just feel like, hi, I'm John. I don't know a rhyme with John.
All right, John. Thanks, John, for putting me on. And then keep going, bro.
The ChatterBox podcast. It was so bomb.
So bomb.
Yeah,
so bomb.
It runs in your accent,
next
but it
James Bond. Wear that suit. Both of us. We're gonna wear them pink suit. And then go on a podcast with Tomo F1. Tomo F1, yes, the one with the pink suit, with the pink theme, with the pink bomb, with the pink everything. Yeah, because he's whatever, man. Just some rhythmical stuff, man. I'm really out of ideas.
No, mate, I rate that. That's good. No, I was really expecting you to go, mate. I can't freestyle, so just leave it. So
yeah, I should have done that. I should have done that. That was embarrassing.
No, that wasn't at all, mate. That was a great effort. I love that. And that freestyle. It was great, but yeah, your rapping is much better in your videos, and obviously we'll highly rate your videos, and they're fantastic, mate.
But
so
yeah,
as I said,
you know, when I used to play a lot of concerts as Sublime, you know, that was strictly rap, you know, Sublime, the thing I did back then.
Mm-hmm.
There were times where, you know, you'd forget your lyrics on stage, and you're just like, what the fuck am I gonna do? And the only option you have, because you can't remember what's coming after. Like when you forget a lyric, you really forget the lyric, and you forget the lyric up until the chorus. So you're just like, okay, I'm gonna freestyle until the chorus. And then you see somebody in the audience, you're like, damn, that's a damn nice shirt. Yo, you came here first of all the audience, of everybody here, of everybody in the consent. Yo, my peers, my beers, I drink all day, all week. Oh yeah, makes me weak, makes me think about my life, makes me and just go, keep going, just until the chorus, because you'd be just messed up, man. Just
what you were doing was chatting shit for a job, basically, is what you're saying. Yeah, what you're saying.
And sometimes it was like killer. I was just so happy afterwards. I was like, damn, man, that was some bars. Damn. And then I saw the video and it's like, yeah, that was actually pretty cool. Because when you're really under pressure and like you actually got a freestyle, it's like you don't think about the next word. It just comes to you.
Yeah.
And it's so difficult to get to that point. Like right now, of course, you saw I didn't get to that point. But like you get to a point where like you just go, and it's like your whole brain is just like it just goes into another gear. And it just goes for you, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, exactly.
And that's like the whole improvisation. Like if I got to go to the piano, I have a piano right there, and just play something, it'd be really hard. You got to get in that zone. You got to just have like your whole like brain centered about like just watching what's right there and just viewing it systematically, like seeing where the chords are, seeing what fits. And by then you'll be like happy to just improvise. It's the same with rapping. Like if you're really in a rap mindset, if like I'd stood at the microphone just spitting stuff for hours, I'd probably be pretty cool at freestyling. But yeah,
Yeah. Mate, you gave it a bloody good effort. I'm not gonna lie. So you did very well.
Thanks,
I'm very proud of you.
Next podcast, we'll be rapping the whole thing. You'll write a rap script. I'll write like a response in rap language, and then by the time you ask me to freestyle, I'll be just going off. We could
blow both of our channels up. We'll do diss tracks back and forth to each other.
Shit!
There we go. Perfect.
Robert Kubica versus Motor Meerkat. Oh shoot! Yeah.
Perfect. There you go. There you go. We're done with the ChatterBox interview. We're gonna go off and make some diss tracks against each other.
Yeah. That's it, man. The diss track coming soon.
There we go. Yeah, diss track is coming soon.
I can do a diss track on Instagram.
Hopefully not. Yeah, I think you'd blow me out the water, mate. I think my channel would be done at that point if we
start. You start. Then. I'll come with the Motor Meerkat response.
Perfect.
You
there
start.
We go. That's the only way I'm going to survive. Yeah, that's the only way I'm going to survive. But mate, that's awesome, mate. It's been fantastic speaking to you today, buddy. It's been so good to pick your brain.
You too, man.
Know a little bit more about you now that we might not have known previously, and you've got just as good banter in real life as you have when you're pretending to be called Robert Kubica. So thank you for being here, buddy.
And you too, bro. It's been such a pleasant talk, man. I'm so happy we made it work with Microsoft Edge. That stuff is the bomb.
Microsoft Edge.
That's the bomb, man. Like we can't discredit them ever.
They love Microsoft Edge.
And this chat was so good, man. Thanks for putting me on, man. No, I really appreciate that.
It's been great fun. Yeah, thank you for being here and taking time out of what we've obviously seen as an unbelievably busy schedule to be on here, mate. So I do really appreciate that. But I hope everyone out there, has enjoyed this ChatterBox podcast. Another episode. If you did, be sure to drop a like on it down below and subscribe to the channel while you're at it, as we said earlier, because why not, really? And obviously subscribe to Dane as well. But I've said that enough. You've already gone and done it because he's a great YouTuber. But yeah, thank you very much for watching another podcast. Yeah, thank you for being here, Dane, mate. And I will see you later. And I'll see all of you meerkats later. Goodbye, guys. See you later. Ciao.